Hello and welcome back to the channel, everyone. We're here today for another reaction video for the RWBY Fairy Tales series. We're going to be doing episodes 4, 5, and 6 today. Last time we did 1, 2, 3, The Grim Child, The Hunter's Children, and The Shallow Sea. All pretty interesting. The Grim Child, it was a pretty good like horror type of story. I guess the lesson was, don't be mean to people for no reason. I don't know. I was kind of confused on what the whole message there that they were trying to get across. The Hunter's Children, though, it was all about unity and sticking together. That you cover for other people's weaknesses, and that if you're together, you're stronger than you would be by yourself. Despite what gifts you have or how strong you are. And then The Shallow Sea was about the faunus. It's a kind of a split fairy tale about what faunus children hear about where the faunus came from. There's the version where a bunch of people like jump into the sea and then they get a bunch of animal parts, and then like the people that don't jump into the sea like hate them and then go away. And then there's the version where people and animals are fighting, and then the god comes out and he sticks them all together. But then the people that try to go back to their village with all the animal parts and everything, they get shunned and forced back out. So it's about not judging people on the outward appearance or based on any differences you might have. Basically the same thing as in the main series. But yeah. We're going to be doing The Indecisive King, The Girl in the Tower, and The Warrior in the Woods today. I'm really interested in The Indecisive King because will probably obviously have something to do with the crown. Oops, hang on, I'm trying to get this set up real quick before I get it started here. All right. But yeah, it should have to do with the choice relic that hides somewhere around Beacon or Vale. But yeah, we're just going to get started today. Thank you for joining me again, and I hope you enjoy the video. Let's get it going. That there. And play. Okay, good. Everything working.
Is knowledge the answer to all your problems?
Ooh.
Surely being more informed leads to smarter choices. But even the wisest among us have limits. What happens to the mortal mind when it has more knowledge than it is capable of bearing?
Yeah, that's always kind of the problem, is that one person can't know everything.
Your Grace, his tree fell on my fence and broke.
There was a great storm! It's not my fault the tree fell! The wind blew it over!
Here is what you shall do. Chop and mill the tree, and use it to build a new fence. Any wood that remains, sell at market, and divide the profit between you.
Thank you very much, Your Grace.
You are truly
I feel like
as wise as they say.
I feel like that was a pretty
And so the king
like
commands.
obvious answer. Hey, cat.
Please, I must see the king.
Oh, is that a faunus?
Please, Your Grace. I need your help.
Tell me, what has befallen you?
Creatures of Grimm destroyed my entire village. Now my family is dead and I have nothing left. I don't know how to go on.
You must keep living.
Oh.
And as you have nowhere else to go, please show her to one of our many empty rooms. She may stay here as long as she likes.
I mean, uh-oh. It's a daemon.
What troubles you, citizen?
Your Grace, your wisdom and judgment is famous in my kingdom, and so I bring before you A marvel of the world. This crown is no ordinary crown, you see. But to truly understand how
Okay,
special
now-
it is, you must put it on.
We've seen like the outline of the crown of choice. Ow, cat, you need to stop. And that looks a bit different.
No! It can't be. Where is that man? Find him!
Uh-oh.
How can I aid you?
Your Grace, I have fallen in love, but he is very poor, and my father disapproves. Should I marry for love, or obey my father?
True love is a rare and wonderful gift. If you wish to be happy in this life, follow your heart.
And so, the king commands.
Uh-oh, does he want to put it back on? What did he see?
Wait! No, you cannot eat love. You cannot sleep in love's shade. Do not marry him.
Uh-oh.
Wait for a richer man.
And so, it is commanded?
Wait, does his, like, surcoat have, like, a Grim design on it?
I will see no one else.
Why has the king closed his gates to his subjects? And who are they?
The king has come across an impossible problem, so he has summoned the wisest in the land to solve it.
Oh, Jesus. Alright, cat, you need to hold still. Like, for real, for real.
Who are you? Ugh. You cannot possibly help me.
You don't remember. Your Grace, you saved my life. And now it is my turn to help you. Please, what torments you so?
Ow.
No, I cannot. It is far too great and terrible.
Share your burden with me. Let me wear the crown so I may understand.
So what's gonna happen when she puts it on?
I think I understand now. This crown, it gives a glimpse into the future, to a decision that must someday be made.
We have clearly seen vastly different visions. What this cursed crown has shown me is a distant crossroads. One with no solution. No way out that doesn't end in disaster.
But it is in the future, is it not?
Of course. But I now have the gift of time to find the right answer and avert the consequences.
That is no gift at all. If you only concern yourself with the future, you will miss the good things right in front of your eyes.
Uh-oh. Is that the lesson here?
Life is full of decisions, but you must trust yourself to do the right thing when the time comes. You must keep living.
This advice is very wise.
I heard it from a very wise man.
And so, the wise king found an even wiser queen.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Looking to pick up some new merch for the holidays? What?
Alright, just... Not now.
Today?
Alright, stop. Before we start the next one. Yeah, that one was pretty good. I like that. I wonder if in the main series, what we're gonna get, if that would be the power of the choice crown to show you like choices you will have to make in the future, and so you have to prepare yourself to actually make those choices. God, I wonder why it would be so important for Salem then, or if she even knows what it does, if that's even what it does. Which I think would be a really cool idea for the relic. But yeah, pretty good message too. Like, don't always worry about what's gonna happen like later on down the road. Sometimes you just gotta enjoy what's going on right now and live in the moment. Because it's never always promised that you'll be able to make it to what's down the line. Alright, Kat, I need you to go over this way. God, you are shedding like crazy right now. Ugh! Alright, hang on. This is gonna bug the crap out of me. I just gotta get all this fur off my shirt. Holy crap. Okay. On to the next one, which is The Girl in the Tower. So we're getting maybe a little backstory about Salem here?
A long, long time ago, a beautiful girl was locked in a tower by her cruel father. He was not always that way. But when her mother died in childbirth, it devastated him.
Oh.
He vowed he would never lose his daughter.
Okay, that's kind of sad, but that, like, no, was really weird.
Why won't you let me leave this tower?
My darling, you are my most precious possession. I am protecting you from everything outside that could harm you.
But I'll be careful. I promise.
This was your mother's favorite tower. She loved gazing out this very window. Why would you want to leave it?
Oh.
I just wish I
Sounds like
knew
a
what
spell.
life was like outside this room.
Since you cannot go out into the world, perhaps these will bring the world to you.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Let her know about everything she can't go see and do.
The world in these books. What a marvelous place. Tomorrow I'll be 16, and I have never even stepped outside. Huh. Thank you, dearest father, for these wonderful gifts.
Anything for my
Oh,
daughter.
there's the voice.
16th birthday.
There is one thing I still desire.
What is that, my darling?
Pen and paper, that is all. I have read every book in this castle, and now there are none left. I would like to write my own stories.
It shall be yours.
I don't know. Giving you
I
a
hope
pen
you will
sounds
read
kind of
these
dangerous.
stories to me.
Of course, father. Once, there lived a beautiful maiden, locked in a high tower by her cruel lord father. She longed to experience the world outside, but she was his prisoner. If only some brave, strong warrior would defeat the evil lord and free her at last, they would marry, inherit all of her father's riches, and live happily ever after.
Just as she planned, the story of the girl's tragic circumstances spread far and wide. And then the Lord's
I like how they
worst
very
nightmare
neatly
came
formed a
true.
line.
One warrior after another arrived to challenge his might.
Wait.
steal the girl away from him.
Does this mean that
Many
Ozma
tried.
killed the king?
And just as many fell to the Lord's powerful evil magic. Until one day, a brave new challenger came. This hero, armed with his own powerful magic, at last defeated the cruel Lord.
The change in animation style is kind of weird, but I like it.
You have rescued me from this castle, the girl said. So now it is yours. I only came to right a terrible wrong, the hero said. You rescued yourself. Where shall we go now? Wherever you like. You are the one who has yet to see the world. And here we are at the end. This fairy tale is unique on Remnant, in that the protagonist writes her own story, and her own ending. Storytellers hold great power over their audiences. The girl in the tower used her power and led many warriors to their deaths. We must read with some skepticism and decide the truth for ourselves. Because in real life, there is no happily ever after.
Looking
Dark.
to pick up some merch for the holidays?
All right, stop right there. All right, that was pretty cool. Getting to see a little bit more on Salem's backstory there. Getting to see like what led up to her being stuck in the tower, and getting his perspective on her father, who, yeah, he lost his wife and didn't want to lose his daughter too, but you can't keep your kids in your, like, locked up for their entire lives. Like, that never works out. And much like I said, if you're a parent in a fairy tale, you just can't live to the end of it. But yeah, it was like swapping back and forth between the different like animation styles was a little weird. I like both of them. It's just like it felt like kind of jarring, like going back and forth between them. And I'm not saying they're bad, because it was still a pretty good little short animation there. Yeah, we're gonna get on to the last one in the fairy tale series, The Warrior in the Woods, and I have no idea what this could be about. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it. Let's go.
All right, girls. One story and then it's bedtime, okay?
Oh?
I mean it.
Okay, Daddy. Is it filled?
Yes, Yang. I promise you, it is filled with monsters and fighting.
Yes. Monsters and fighting!
All right. Get in bed. Now, a long time ago, there was a village surrounded by an enormous forest. A village that had been safe from the creatures of Grimm for as long as anyone could remember. It had been so long that the villagers believed that their forest had been charmed and would keep the monsters at bay so long as no one entered it.
Oh, it's always a kid with a kite.
But as time went
You
on,
broke the rule.
people became complacent.
Complacent?
Oh, careless.
Oh.
Oh, that kid's dead. Oh, who's that? It's a neat looking sword.
You never saw me.
Wait! Thank you. When the boy made it back to his village, he told no one of the warrior who had saved him. But he described the terrible monster he had narrowly escaped. Those who believed him took his safe return as proof that the woods protected them.
Oh.
Everyone continued living exactly as they had. Everyone. Except the boy.
That's not a good thing. Boy, you saw how big that Grim was. You think a little dagger's gonna do anything?
You again.
You remember me?
I remember everyone I've saved. And everyone I didn't. I told you not to come back.
I had to find you, to bring you this.
I'll take it if it means you'll leave.
Thank you.
Who
Next
are
time
you?
enter the woods, you're on your own.
Oh, okay, that's a little bit better. Was this supposed to be Nevermore's? Oh, she lied.
Come to my rescue. Thank you.
I told you I wouldn't save you this time. Why do you keep coming back here?
I have a question for you.
Go ahead and ask. I don't promise an answer.
Why? Why do you live in the woods alone? Why do you risk your life to save strangers? Why do you protect the village? Why?
That's 5 questions. But they all have the same answer. I live here alone because I am alone. And as a general rule, I don't like people. Most of my own people were killed long ago. My family, everyone I've ever known is dead, and if there are other survivors like me, they're scattered all over Remnant.
Killed by the Grimm?
Oh, she has silver eyes, doesn't she?
Murdered by other people.
Oh. But then why do you protect others?
Because I can. Because no one else will. And because some people are good, like you. And that gives me hope. Why do you keep coming back to the woods?
You've spent all these years looking after us. I thought maybe it would be nice if someone looked after you for a change.
Well, don't come back.
Of course, he would come back, but not for another year. The villagers wondered why the monsters had returned, but the young boy, now a young man, he knew that they had never left. That until now, the village had been protected by an unseen warrior. And on the appointed day of his annual visit, he fought tirelessly to find her. Only
She's
this
dead.
time, she was nowhere to be found. The woods would become too dangerous without their guardian. But the young man was going to do his best to protect the village in her place. And finally, tell others of her story, so they would always know who they had to thank for the many years of good days that they'd enjoyed.
Why did you keep going back there, year after year?
Because that's what I could do. Because no one else would. Because I fell for her. The moment I saw her silver eyes.
Yeah.
What's wrong, Daddy?
Oh, it's nothing, baby. Do you want to hear another story?
Nope. That one was perfect.
Oh, that one's cute. That's also really sad. Let me switch off that. Yeah, geez, man, that one got a little heavy there at the end. Let's get rid of that screen. Yeah. So there we have it, The Warrior in the Woods, the last RWBY Fairy Tales, at least for now. I don't know if they're planning on doing another season or not, though. But that one was... I like how more, like, we weren't exactly being told that one. It was more of just, like, an actual, like, story being presented to us. Like a normal episode. But no, I'm surprised it did take me that long to realize that it was like a silver-eyed warrior, and it's like, yeah, it's just straight up saying like the reason there's not so many of them anymore is because of other people getting rid of them, and it always does like make a little bit more sense that like silver-eyed warriors would be like considered pretty good at like, especially like when fighting Grimm and stuff like that, since they have such a natural advantage over them. But it's like that's just it. They only have an advantage against the Grimm, and it's like other people could probably still kill them just as easily if they were skilled enough. But yeah, that was super fun. I'm really glad I did that, and I'm gotten back into doing reactions now. Next week, hopefully, I'll get the soundtrack for Volume 8 recorded and get that uploaded. Deal with all the copyright claims I'm probably going to get for that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you come back for the next one. It's going to be super fun, and then after that, we're probably going to start getting back into more actual, like, proper series reactions. And hopefully I'll have enough time to get those edited down with the time I have coming up. But yeah, I don't think I have much else to say. Have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video.